How can we make our life as meaningful and purposeful? Nowadays, we need a happy life. Happiness is important thing in our life. We, we can program our thoughts to live a good life. We need to achieve life, goals and objectives as a successful. Many people goal is happiness, but most of the people reject traditional way of happiness. They need more valuable a life with a purpose and meaning. Many of the people mind are filled with cultural messages. Trying to feel happy is not sustained, even though success brings happiness, but surprisingly, happy person may lead to success. Many people seeking pleasure, tasty foods, travel or wealth could make feel happier in short term, but people may lead to empty in long term. If we focus happiness more, it's going to be useless. Chasing happiness truly suppress happiness. When we don't have a depression and anxiety, that would be positive thing in our life. Trying to seek feeling well. Suppress your ability to find a true achievement in life. Maybe trying to be happiness is not fruitful approach, but most of the people move away from purpose and meaning in life. As example, living from religion. More people become more isolated and lonely. Business is key role in people's life. People are trending to get more wealth and good education. Most of the people experiencing emptiness, hopelessness, aimlessness. Let's look how we create our life to meaningful and purposeful. We can see what are the practical steps. We can analyze our past life. What have we done in our life? What are the achievements in our life? How to stop feeling bad and start feeling good is a fine form of pursuit of pleasure. Follow a meaningful life that you want more powerful than trying to not feel anxious. Meaningful life giving a discomfort but purposeful. Example, book reading is a giving a sense of pleasure. We can get another example. Caring a ill person is stressful. If we compare those two things, reading a book and caring a sick person, we are going to agree caring a relative even though it's a stressful but lead to better life, more fulfilling life. Move away from discomfort. Even chasing happiness can often actually achieving lasting joy and fulfillment in a life. Living a purposeful life is like a climbing mountain. It's a much harder than a coasting downhill. A life with a purpose and meaning is often uncomfortable, but absolutely worth it. It's a lasting joy. Studies shows unhappiness doesn't connect with suicide nearly as much as meaninglessness. But we are going to look about 4 ways to pursue a rich and meaningful life, beginning today. Here is first fact of meaning. Let's learn about germ theory. So, in and trying to protect infants and children from infections, they forbid the doctors and nurses from interacting with them, and that ensured that the hospital environment remained sterile. They were also following the advice of popular psychologists, so they fed these infants on like a time schedule. They did not console them when they cried, and they just didn't interact with these children at all. And in the orphanages that followed this practice strictly, the mortality rate was like a 90 to 100%. Then, on the other hand, they found that children, even very ill or weak children, when they were raised by their mothers, even when in dirty conditions, had much better survival rates. So they began to encourage the nurses to comfort, to hold, to care us. The infants in 1938 to thrive, it was discovered infant needs to be held, walked in someone's arms, caressed, hugged, and sung to. It is this connection that helps infants survive and thrive. Another study on the effects of diet on the heart health of rabbits found that poor diet directly impacted the build of plaque in the hearts of rabbits. Found that poor diet directly impacted the buildup of plaque in the hearts of rabbits. So this is what makes heart attacks more likely in humans. that plucky build up in your hearts. But the examined results of their study, they found something like really interesting. When they compared these two groups with the exact same feet, the exact same cages, the exact same physical atmosphere, they found that one group had 60% less plucky buildup than the other. So the researchers were confused. What is the reason for this difference? They worked hard to find about it because one group was a way healthier, but they were eating the same food as they compared every aspect of the rabbit's environment. They found that the only difference was that the researcher in charge of healthier rabbits talked with them, cares them, and essentially loved the rabbits. So that sense of love and connection physically changed them and essentially loved the rabbits. So that sense of love and connection physically changed the rabbits. Like these infants and rabbits, we are all connected with biological and spiritual need for connection. We want to belong to a group, to be supported, loved, accepted. It's the quality of relationships that determines the quality of our lives. But more people are isolated and lonely than ever. Recent studies shows 1 in 5 of urban citizens say they don't even have one close friend. We have to take a look about belonging is creating relationship where you care for others and feel cared for and have regular positive shared experiences is using your unique values and strengths to benefit them for something that's not just yourself. Belonging is about fostering connection even in small moments. It's about choosing to value others and put the needs of others before your own. In a society where everyone is focused in on themselves, we wither, but when we make sure to give to others, we all flourish. Find meaning in your own life by reaching out to others. When you feel isolated and lonely, it's easy to feel really helpless about this. Let's see few easy ways to increase your social connection. We can use in therapy called plus one interaction. So when you interact with someone, just add a little. If someone says hi, I'm -1, it's like not saying hi back a zero. Keeping it on the same level is saying hi and the plus one interaction. Saying like hi, how are you adds a little energy to the situation. So in every situation, just give a tiny bit more energy back to the person. You could be the one to starting to ask someone about themselves, to offer something about yourself. We can't wait for others to do this for us. Next fact is seek to give. See who you can serve. We can take a look one of true story. One woman moved into a new neighborhood. She didn't familiar anyone. People may seem to kind of distant and uninterested. So decided to host a dinner by her own cost and invited all the neighbors. As soon as a lot of neighbors came, and some of them who had been living there for years, they didn't know each other, but everyone seemed happy to talk and connect and share food. Eventually, this became like a monthly communal gathering, and the neighborhood over time grew closer and friendlier. We can get another example. Weak elderly lady knitting for kids. Children are around her. Somebody may thought that week she might be lonely and isolated. But usually knitting not cost so much. It is like a cheap way to share love and kindness and interact with each other with people. Let's look another story. Voluntary person interacting with many people. This may be hard to find the energy to initiate these things. We have to want to find a group of like-minded people. When you go to social events, is strengthening relationships. You, you already have, so if you have a new meetup, can we make them a friend? And if you have a friend, see if you can make them a good friend. And if you have a family member, we can make he or her close family member. We can get another example, elderly lady who meet up 50 years as a communal gatherings of her college friends. Once per month, they involve each other lives. One way to feel like I belong, helping others feel like they belong. As a part of family, can you heal something in your family within a social group? How can you enhance it? Within these groups, difference is just being intentional about creating something with that. Pillar number two is purpose. Society makes four lies about happiness. First one, seek a pleasure and avoid pain. Second one, money and power will buy that. Third one, workism. Work is the most important thing about you. Best way to use your time and energy. It defines your identity and your success as a human being. We are call this workism. Fourth one, individualism. You can do it alone. Individualism tells you that focusing on what you want, that being yourself, is the path toward happiness. That is doing what you love. Individualism may lead to a lot of misery. We have to pursue a purposeful life in some way. Purpose is a far reaching goal toward which we are always reaching. It involves a contribution to the world larger than ourselves. When we look, what is the definition of purpose? Idea of who you are, where you fit in the world, how you contribute those around you, knowing your talents and strengths, and using them in your work leads to a greater sense of meaning. When we are live with a purpose, could help others live better lives. We can begin from home atmosphere, which filling with love and kindness. We can treat workmates feel like I care about them. We can lift others up by caring and helping them in our life. What are the strengths and values? What are they passionate about? One of the popular quotes saying, "You must be the change you wish to see in the world." Fourth pillar is transcendence. In order to have a meaning in life, you need to be connected to something larger than yourself. Transcendence about getting connected to something bigger than yourself. Sleep you change. When we worship God, spiritually connected with greater than ourselves. When we climb the mountain, we are not written as the same person who had starting at climb. That experience changed us. We need help, comfort, support within our neighborhood. We can find transcendence in prayer. Scripture study. We can make a community better place by helping others. Let's look common themes with transcendence, such as sacrifice, mastery, service, practice, monotasking, reflection, quiet human beings, connection to the nature. Opposite of transcendence is a distraction. Discovering your life purpose involves exploring passions, values, and strengths to create a fulfilling and meaningful existence. Reflecting on past experiences and setting aligned goals can guide you towards a clearer life direction. We can see 50 ways to find true purpose and meaning in life. Reflect on your values and beliefs. What are the facts lead your decisions and actions? By identifying what is your values, you can make your life more closely with what brings you a sense of fulfillment in real purpose. Set meaningful goals. Goals give our lives direction and purpose. Instead of focusing on extra facts like wealth or status, set up the goals that make with your values and aspiration. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool for finding meaning and joy in everyday life. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude, you can appreciate the abundance that surrounds you. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment or attachment. By cultivating a mindfulness through meditation, yoga, or simply paying attention to your thoughts and feelings, seek connection. Human connection is essential for well being and a sense of purpose. Take time to nurture your relationships with family, friends, and community members who share your values and support your journey toward fulfillment. Pursue personal growth. Personal growth is an ongoing journey of self discovery and development, whether it's learning a new skill, exploring new interests, or confronting your fears. Challenging yourself to grow can bring profound sense of meaning and fulfillment. Find meaning in service. Doing a service to others in a good way to find a meaning and purpose in life. It may be a volunteering in your community, helping a friend in need, continuing a career that allows you to make a positive impact. Acts of service can bring deep satisfaction and fulfillment. Embrace creativity. You can express your creativity through arts, music, writing, or problem solving. Embracing your creative impulses can provide a powerful outlet for self expression and personal growth. Live with intention. Living with intention means being deliberate and purposeful in how you navigate your life. Find meaning in transcendence. Transcendence refers to experiences that go beyond the ordinary and connect us to something greater than ourselves. It's through spirituality, nature, art, or deep human connection. Moments of transcendence can provide a profound sense of meaning and purpose. Practice self compassion. Self compassion involves treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and acceptance, especially in times of difficulty or failure. Embrace vulnerability. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but it can also be the source of strength and authenticity. Cultivate a sense of wonder. Maintaining a sense of wonder and curiosity about the world can help you see life with a fresh eyes and appreciate its beauty and complexity. Practice a gracious acceptance. Life is full of ups and downs, success and setbacks, joys and sorrows. Practice gracious acceptance by embracing inevitable fluctuations of life with grace and resilience.